Hi everyone, I'm here today at Livingston Studios in North London to run through one of the tricks I like to use with reverbs when I'm mixing. So I've got a drum machine channel here from the Boom drum machine. It's nothing special, but it will illustrate the point perfectly fine from what we're doing today. And you'll see below I've got 4 different buses set up for reverbs. A left, center, a right, and then the stereo reverb as a reference point. So we'll start with the stereo reverb just to show you what we're starting with and where we'll go to. So here's the drum machine. It's beautiful. And here it is in reverb. Lovely. So what I'm going to do here, rather than use that today, I'm going to copy these settings over into a reverb on the left hand side, which is the settings as you can see. And I'm also going to send this out to a reverb on the right hand side, which is has slightly different settings. I've shortened the decay and I've shortened the lengthened the pre-delay. Those two working together, obviously being different sounds, they're creating more width already. And just stopping there will be fine. We've got a really strong center image and this really wide reverb which isn't going to get in the way of that sound, but we're going to take it further than that. I like it when we start to when we feed one side back into the other, we start to glue that center image together a little bit more, which it would be fine as it is, but I'll show you what I like to do. So I'm going to send that left side into the right side, and then the right side into the left side. And now all those reverbs on both sides are talking to each other. Now compare that to where we started. And to my ear, that's just, obviously it's wider, but the low end locks together a lot more, and it sounds like there's just a different level of depth there than we're able to get out of that the stereo reverb setup. And then depending on where we are with the sound, whether it's vocal, a guitar, synth, whatever we're doing, I make the decision as to whether I'll use the center reverb or not, which is a much shorter sound to work in contrast to those longer reverbs. And then depending on how far we want to take the sound, we can start to feed that back into the left reverb and the right reverb. So I'll show you this. I'll add the center reverb in. And then I'll feed that into the left and right channels as well. Possibly that's too far, but you get the idea. And so we don't have to stop there either. One of the beautiful things about having the reverbs feeding back into each other is that as soon as we start to play with our fader, the sound will actually start to cause feedback. It'll become really resonant and kind of strange, almost like it's in a whole different world. Sometimes it's useful, sometimes it's awful. Let's find out what this says. A bit much bottom end in the sound to make that useful today, but you can hear how as it gets to the feedback point, the resonance starts to turn over and it almost sounds a little bit metallic, kind of almost industrial in a weird way. Could be useful. I find that if I am starting to turn those reverbs up into each other, it's usually at the ends of phrases if I want something to carry on a bit longer, particularly if you're using the same setup with delays, it works beautifully. That's all for this time. Feel free to try it out. If you have any questions, shoot them at me. We're happy to answer them. Thanks for watching.